Hi Gemini, welcome back to part two. Okay, so I felt like we also needed a part two. So the message in this part, and you can book the seven archangels for this guidance, is the devil is playing many people. Okay, he's doing things to make people feel like they're being remote viewed. The amount of people who they coach with me, they say, Elisa, I feel like I'm being watched. I feel like I'm being listened to. You pretty much are, because we live in a matrix system to which people are policing each other all the time, watching people all the time. People are trying to have advice in people's lives on the internet. Your message this week, Gemini, is to not care. Watch me, emulate me, try to stop me. I'm busy. Okay? I think it's to just not give a fuck. As long as you know you're acting right, as long as you know you're doing the right thing, who gives a shit? There's always going to be people who want to see you lose. There's always going to be weirdos. There's always going to be people who are trying to infiltrate. Listen, I'm busy. Because some years I do think that that's what's ragging your health. You feel like really observed. You feel like really, really being watched, being intruded upon. But a lot of years, that's why you're being told to find balance. In other words, to start praying. You know, I've got a friend who always says that to me. She's like, Elisa, you can rebuke the devil at any time. He's got no power. A lot of people, like, that's what I'm getting. So some of you are feeling like a lot of pressure from other people. You're feeling certain things from other people, and it's making you act out. It's making you close yourself off. This is the year where you don't care. As you know, as long as you're being reasonable, as long as you're trying to be as decent as you can, fuck the devil and the people who represent the devil. Your job is to stay in the light, to not let anyone take your destiny, to not let anyone take what's rightfully yours, and to know that the devil can attack you all he wants because God's got you. And the more you act right, the more God's going to have you. Okay? So this is a very real thing. And I do want to talk about this on the private community, and we need to start getting that going. It's a very real thing. But Gemini's being told this week that you need to take ownership. You need to keep yourself in a high state. You need to, again, the people we work with can represent either the divine or the devil. The people we sleep with can represent the divine or the devil. I've got to say it to you straight, Gemini, you're not a victim. None of us are. We choose the people we get into bed with when it comes to clients, when it comes to people we're working with. We're not victims. Okay? So you're being told this week that it's very real, and some of us are trapped in the matrix and it's suffocating and you're trying to get out, and it's we understand that, but you're being told that it's time to elevate, to raise your frequency, to do the right thing, to act as good as you can, and to be aware of the devil but not let it consume you. So another message I heard before I came onto the read was the devil is trying to infiltrate your life in some way and you're not paying attention. Some years it's through your own fears of the dark, fears of judgment from other people that is keeping you isolated and keeping you back. Some years it's a masculine who's masquerading as a divine masculine, but he's a dark template. Some years it's people around you. Okay, some years it's family members, etc. Your job is to step into the light and keep yourself high frequency, and you can do this through the content you're watching, through food you're eating, through drink, addictions. You need to clean up your act. That's the message. Queen of Swords. The other side of the coin is, if the devil wants a war, he's got one. Be that bitch who is like, oh, the bitch is up. Okay? Listen, we've all got a dark side, we've all got a shadow. You're not going to come and take what's mine. You're not, see the line? This is the problem with cunts. They forgot that there's a line. Okay? Like, yeah, you see the line? Okay. But don't go looking for drama. Don't go look, like, stay in your lane. Be as good as you can be to people. Be reasonable, be balanced. And that means when you've got to execute, when you've got to act, well, you know? So be as calm as you can possibly be. Slow down. Start to put goodness in. I think some of you are self-sabotaging, and again, some of you aren't feeling too good about yourself either. So this can be darkness within yourself. This can be darkness that's coming up within you. You're being tested. Your darkness is being tested, right? Okay, Page of Cups reversed. But this Queen of Swords, this woman is treating herself as royalty. She's also got the sword. This is what I said to Geminis about, you've got people out here trying to act psycho. We're not acting psycho, we are psycho. Cross the motherfucking line and we'll show you what a psycho looks like. Use a playing psycho, we are psycho. There's the line, we've drawn it, don't do it. Okay? Not scared. But it's the same with the devil. You know, the devil wants you to be in fear, he wants you to be worried about everything now. right? Geminis, you need to step into the light, and you just need to go after your destiny, and you don't have to explain yourself to anybody, okay? You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Be as reasonable as you can, and that's all, okay? Some of you, it's your own darkness. Be careful with your own mindset, your own darkness, because Geminis can be very, very dark people. Very dark people, okay? Just try to put things into context. Try to be balanced, okay? Empress. So the Empress is you working on you, nurturing yourself. It's getting into your fitness, putting good foods in your body, lessening the drink, whatever you're doing that's sabotaging, lessening that. Also be careful with the internet, because I've noticed it. Be careful who you're watching. These motherfuckers are demonic. They're trying to get people into a fear state. They're trying to get people to hate people. Like, be careful about who you're watching. It's time to watch people who are trying to bring people together, people who are trying to provide solutions. Really be careful with the content you're consuming. But the Empress is someone who's connected to God. She's someone who's acting in a God manner. She's someone who's nurturing herself, nurturing other people. This doesn't mean she's a fool. Okay, remember we talked about in the first part about it's okay to say to people, you don't represent what I represent, get the fuck away from me. It's okay to call people out. That's not godly. It's honest. Okay. It's okay to reject people who don't represent what you represent. And if they don't like it, we don't care. So it's all about nurturing yourself this week. It's all about nurturing people who really, truly, truly deserve a place at the table. Okay. This is also about you stepping into your power. It's also about getting away from masculines who are just not giving you what you want. Gemini? They attack you because you are the fucking shit. They come after you because they're like, I don't like that bitch. It's like, we don't care. Okay? And also, I think as well with the Temperance card, if you just stop giving a fuck, this doesn't mean walk around rude, right? But just as long as you know you're doing the best you can and you're acting from your authentic self, there's always going to be a motherfucker that doesn't like you. I know this, right? I'm in a Muslim country. They're just never going to like me. No matter what I do, they are never going to like me. I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying some of them are just never going to like me no matter what I do. And you know something? I don't care. You do you and I'll do me. Okay? Gemini is this week. It's about you're gonna find more peace when you stop trying to please everybody, when you stop wondering who's doing what in the shadows. Who gives a fuck? Move and I'll show you. Okay, stop walking around and you need to change your mindset, the right content, the right foods. You need to focus on you. This is the problem. Some of you are too outwardly focused. By focusing on you, okay, what you're doing, getting your shit in order, being sharp. The Queen of Swords is someone who's very, very sharp. She's not to be tested with. She's not to be trifled. But also don't be walking around in a hyper-vigilant state. Relax. Stop reading into things. Stop assuming. Like I said, some people will just never like you no matter what you do. You're just not for them. You're not for me and I'm not for you. We're okay, right? Like, Geminis are being told that that's where the devil is playing, yeah? Stop trying to fit with people. Stop asking the wrong people for help. Geminis need to start getting around people who are going to support them naturally. I do think that, like, there's a powerful time coming for Gemini. The Magician, the Temperance, the Queen of Swords, and the Empress. You're building into your highest version. You're starting to see the bigger picture, right? Some of you, you've got the option to do this. As long as you're at peace within you, as long as you know you're doing your best, who gives a shit? It's also where you're able to be nurturing in people's lives, but if people start to cross the line, you're also able to put them back over it. That's what the Queen of Swords is. So when you're coming from God consciousness, you're decent to people, you give them the benefit of the doubt, but if they start crossing over the line and they start acting demonic, or they start pulling at your health, or they start, you quit, they're gone. We're not negotiating. Geminis have been through too much. It's a week to work on you. For the Gemini man, there's a chance to manifest a real divine feminine. I think you need to focus on your own shit, be in your own business, be acting right, be aware, okay, know who to stay away from and know who to give the benefit of the doubt. But it's very a week to get organised, to start working in your power, to know that your power has been sent by God, that nobody can take it unless you let them. Geminis need to understand that, right? Stop talking and let's start doing right. And some of you, the blocks that you're encountering or the challenges that you're encountering, it's actually blessings. It's just not your path. It's not your people. That's what you should pay attention to. It should be for flow, not force. That's the message.